Tom Tancredo, I can imagine, is no fan of this piece of legislation that is making its way through. Matter of fact, this is what he had to say earlier today. Johnny B., we got that cut?
The president is so desperate to get a domestic policy win here, and the Democrats are well aware of it, that he is willing to, I think, do something that is really disastrous here.
Exactly. It's disastrous. And Congressman Tancredo is on the line with us. Congressman, how are you?
I'm well, sir, only a little bit frustrated.
Oh, very good.
Other than that,
What's the
I'm fine.
deal with this guy? I mean, what is going on with these? I mean, Lindsey Graham caving in, John McCain, all these people caving in. What's the deal with these folks?
Well, they believe that it is the way to get this off their plate. Do you know what I mean? They
Right.
don't want to have to face this during the rest of the election, so they think that if they get done with this and can go out and say, we've solved the immigration problem, then it's not going to come up again. Well, I'll guarantee you this, buddy. As long as I got breath in my body, it's going to be coming up because, of course, this is a disaster, as I was just quoted as saying. It's a disaster for America, and there's no to it. You can't. I don't care how many coats of lipstick you put on this pig. I don't care how many times you say we're going to enforce the border, we're going to do all this other stuff. The reality is it is an amnesty for 12 to 20 million people. It will cost, according to Robert Rector at the Heritage Foundation, over the lifetime of the people that we are providing the amnesty for, because, of course, they are primarily takers. They're not. I mean, they are low-income people, low-income, low-wage people who actually cost us quite a bit of money, and it is a $2.5 trillion hit over the lifetime of the people that we're giving an amnesty to. $2.5 trillion.
Unbelievable.
Yes, sir. And that's the economic. We're not even talking about the social, cultural factors that really I am concerned about this country becoming a bilingual country. The balkanization of America is underway, and we will not survive this as a nation in the long run. I don't know whether it's 50 years. I don't know whether it's 100, but I will tell you, we cannot continue to become a cultural and linguistic and political Tower of Babel and think we can survive in a war against radical Islam.
This is Tom Tancredo, of course, congressman and presidential candidate. I loved your Jack Bauer comment the other night.
Oh, thanks.
Which
I didn't know if I hoped that enough people out there knew who he was.
Oh yeah, we sure do. But it illustrates, though, doesn't it, Tom, that these people are completely out of touch. When you're sitting there talking about a nuke going off in America, and this guy knows where the nuke is, and you're not going to torture him.
We don't want to do. You wouldn't want to do waterboarding as torture. That's what you know. I mean, are you telling me that a city or two isn't worth a kneecap?
No kidding.
In a heartbeat.
But this is symptomatic of what's going on now in the Republican Party, though, isn't it? We got a lot of weak-kneed and just pansied out candidates out there, and people that are running the party. What has happened to the party of Ronald Reagan?
Oh, brother. You know, I keep thinking about the enormous opportunity we squandered over the last 8 years, and it makes me sick. It really does. We had a chance to really, I think, start the Reagan Revolution all over again, or at least continue it. And what we did is we stamped it out. Every ember that was even, smoldering, we stamped out. We grew government astronomically. We increased spending dramatically. We have an immigration policy that is destined to actually become one of the most serious things that we face as a nation, and the Republican Party has. In this case, it's going to be interesting. The Republicans will take the hit for this because the president is pushing it, and the Democrats will take the credit from the people who want it because the Democrats, of course, are running the show around here.
Right.
So it is a disaster for Republicans, if nothing else. And I hope every Republican senator, and if it gets over here, which it will, unfortunately, they think they've got 75 votes. So I hope every Republican who votes for this has a primary. And I will come out to the extent that I'm physically able to do so in any capacity as President of the United States or not. I will come out and campaign for that person in a primary against any Republican.
We're looking at probably Monday, right? Is that what I'm hearing? That this thing may come up in the Senate and be passed.
That's right.
And then it will go to you guys in the House.
I heard, however, that Steny Hoyer said that we wouldn't be taking it up until July on our calendar here. So there's still time for people to, raise hell, and probably best do it with your House members because I think it's a done deal in the Senate.
So does that make a difference? I think it does. My father being in Congress for, he always paid attention to the phone calls that came in. Does it? I guess you do
Bet your
too,
life.
right?
Bet your life it does. And especially when I tell you, what people should do is call their Republican congressman and say, if you vote for this, because I don't know, the Democrat, if you're living in a district where you had a blue dog Democrat run who promised that they would come in here and fight against illegal immigration, you can do the same thing. But if we could hold every Republican, I think we'll be okay. And so call every Republican member and you tell them, not only would you not vote for them again, but you will support somebody who would run against them in a primary. That will scare the what out of them.
Well, they need the what scared out of them.
That's right.
All right, Tom, appreciate it. Tom
Likewise,
Tancredo,
buddy.
Congressman, presidential candidate. We wish you the best luck on the campaign trail, and keep giving them those sound bites like the Bauer thing. That was excellent.
I'll do my best.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.